All right, I am going to go ahead and share our agenda with you guys today. Again, thank you for coming to today's informational meeting. Always happy to have everybody and inform everyone of all of our events and games. We'll introduce Nicole and I, review the event information for virtual 2022 virtual JNYO. Reviewing the games guide over the participant eligibility, registration instructions, video submission instructions, competition categories and games, and future meeting dates, trainings that we will have for Alaskan high kick and kneel jump, scissor broad jump, and so on, and their weeks. And then again, we'll have our end of session question and answers, Q&A. So we'll go ahead. My name's Adele Villa. I have been coordinating NYO for a number of years. I know it's more than 5 now, or maybe at 5. I was born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska, have family from Wales. So I am part Inupiaq, and I am now located here in Houston, Texas. So I am a few hours ahead of you guys, but I still travel back and forth and still am all about NYO and Alaska. But that is me, Nicole. You're on mute.
All right, here we go. My name is Nicole Johnson. I am the NYO head official, and I have been involved with the games. My first NYO as an athlete was in 1982. I've been to, I think, all but 3 NYOs since then, either as an athlete, official, coach, or head official. And I was trying to think, I think I'm coming up on 20 years as head official. I think 2002, I think, was my first year. I was trying to remember the year that Courtney started. Anyhow, this is a labor of love, and it's today I finished spending. I did an entire day at Baggage Middle School, and demonstrated 1-foot high kick all day, Alaskan high kick, and had the kids do the Eskimo stick bowl. So I'm going to be taking an Epsom salt bath this evening because I can still do it, but I'm getting a little bit old. It's a little bit hard. But anyway, I love these games. I do it for you guys. I do it for the kids. And I'm going to do it until I just am not allowed to do it anymore. And I'm originally from Nome, raised there. My dad's originally from the native village of White Mountain. I grew up a subsistence lifestyle. I was blessed to be able to live and learn in the best of both worlds, a subsistence lifestyle and Western lifestyle. And I think I'm really lucky to be able to have lived and still continue to live that way of life. And if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Yes, if you ever have any questions, Nicole and I usually give out our personal cell phone numbers if you need to, but we also have our emails, which I'll make sure I put in the chat box for you. But we are always open for questions. Specifically, if you have video questions when it comes to the submissions, that would most likely be a Nicole contact. But if you have any registration or submission issues or waiver issues, go ahead and contact me, or kind of all else outside of the events themselves, go ahead and reach out to me. I will go ahead and start with our games guide. This will be available, or already is available, on the CITC website. The 2022 virtual junior games are for 1st through 6th graders. The biggest difference this year, well, the last couple of years since we've been doing virtual, is we do not limit the number of events an athlete can compete in. They can compete in all of the events. Registration will be open from today, January 24th through March 1st. Coaches or parents may register their athletes. They do not need to be affiliated with a school to participate. But if you are at a school, that's no problem either. But we will need a NYO waiver filled out, which we'll make sure we get up on the website. If anyone doesn't have that link, reach out to me. I'll send you the link in the meantime. And there are no participation fees. It's a free event. Athletes will compete anywhere that supports, the social, safe social distancing. Athletes can be inside, outside, in a garage, anywhere, as long as we can see your full attempt. Again, there's no limit to the number of events an athlete may compete in. As usual, there's a male and female division, but the biggest difference is that we will have a breakdown of divisions by grade. We'll get into that in a moment. Scores for virtual NYO games, whether it's junior or senior, are not eligible to break any records because an official is not present and we cannot verify fully the attempt and or the measurement or the height of the attempt. This year for JNYO, athletes will be able to participate in 7 events: Alaskan high kick, 2-foot high kick, 1-foot high kick, scissor broad jump, kneel jump, seal hop, and wrist carry. The way this is going to work is that Alaskan high kick, there's going to be 3 time frames. Every 2 weeks, parents or coaches, or if your athletes are able to themselves, will submit their video attempts along with their score sheet to Dropbox within 2-week time frame, so 14 days. So Alaskan high kick and kneel jump, you'll have the ability to upload those submissions from January 24th to February 6th. 2-foot high kick and seal hop will be from February 7th to February 20th. 1-foot high kick, scissor broad jump, and wrist carry will be February 21st through March 6th. After you register is when you will receive the score sheets with prearranged heights.
How are the roads?
Good.
For all of our events.
Parts that are back roads.
What?
The highways get back with are not.
Mute themselves, please. I can't seem to get back to it. Thank you. I cannot stress this enough. The 2 things that we do need to make sure that it is clear is if an athlete can't hit the starting event or starting height for any of our height events, still turn in their score sheet. We still want to show that they have participated and can include them in the incentivized gift from NYO, which will be an NYO beanie again this year. So if they don't have a video where they kicked, go ahead and send in that score sheet to that same link that you'll receive for Dropbox. But at this also, make sure that your videos show a full video of the attempt and measurement. And again, we'll get a little bit further into that after we review some of these games. We will have. Sorry?
No, I can't tell, but it hurts. It's really bad.
You can mute them, Adele.
I am, oh, here we go, participants. Got it. I was having trouble finding who it was while I was in the screen share. There we go.
I wanted to add. I wanted to add something. Go back up to the competition schedule right there. If coaches, you have all of your videos done before the submission dates, you can still submit those videos early. They don't have to be between those dates.
Yes, she is correct. So after you register, a follow-up email with all of your submission links will be sent. So you can send them then. They just won't be reviewed until either during that time frame or following. And then the Friday following is when we'll have, the Monday following, we'll have the awards. So it just gives us time for people to get together their competition within their schools, because usually there's not competitions in their schools. And just to understand the process for virtual NYO.
That, and it gives us time when we're reviewing the attempts and the score sheets, if something is missing or
Mhm.
something needs to be filmed, gives us the opportunity for us to contact you and get that information back from you.
Yes, that is correct. After submissions, we'll have our awards. Again, like I said, Alaskan High Kicks each one will be the following Monday after the submission deadline.
Like 10
Award,
10 days later, not the following Monday immediately.
I should just say the dates.
Yeah.
Awards for JNYO, again, will be broken down in 3 divisions. Additionally, also by male and female. So first and second graders, male and female athletes will receive, first through third in why am I getting this backwards? 3 divisions, male and female divisions for each event, first and second graders. Third and fourth graders, fifth and sixth graders will be, medals will be awarded to the first, second, and third place winners for each event. So they'll either get a silver, bronze, or gold medal, and then they'll receive a NYO 2022 NYO hoodie. And so winners will be followed up with following the awards to receive their hoodies, and depending on the school or the timing that we get the merchandise, we'll either mail it to the athlete's home or to the athlete's school. Below are the live award ceremony dates. So Alaskan High Kick and Kneel Jump will be February 14th. 2-foot High Kick and Seal Hop will be February 28th. And 1-foot High Kick and Scissor Broad Jump and Wrist Carry will be March 14th. Tie breaking for this event for our kicking events are if 2 or more athletes are in the top 3 places misses at the same height on the final kick, the athlete who has the least number of misses will be determined the winner. If the athletes have the same number of misses, then the athlete who has the first miss at the lowest height will take the lower place. And then kneel jump and scissor broad jump. If a tie occurs between athletes in the top 3 events, the athletes who jump the next greatest distance on his or her attempt will be given the higher place. These are the same tie-breaking rules that we use in our in-person and have just merged it into our virtual. So not very many big changes regarding that. Does anyone have any questions about registration and the games so far, aside from video submissions?
Adele, it's Bill.
Yeah.
On the ceremonies, do you guys have a time that you're going to do your live ceremonies?
Nicole, I haven't decided. I mean, 6 p.m. is after people's works. 4 p.m. is usually when the coaches are with their athletes at home, after school. It's usually 4 or 6 p.m. is what we choose from. I haven't decided yet.
All right, not a problem.
What time did we do it last year? I don't recall.
I don't recall off the top of my head. Might have been 4 p.m.s.
I think it was 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm. But
If we do it at 6 p.m., that way kids can all be, and their parents are all home too.
Okay, I'm fine with 6 p.m. I like that idea. They can be with family watching it.
Yeah.
Okay, 6
And
p.m.
we can give heads up, I think, to those athletes.
Yeah, we can put out that information immediately too, and
Yeah.
and put out those events already for NYO, or sorry, Jane, on our Facebook page on for JNYO.
Hey, Dory, you've got a question?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I wasn't able to join at the beginning, so I may have missed it. But but I have two kiddos, one in junior high or middle school as a sixth grader, and then one in elementary. And my junior high kiddo is participating in the JNYO in our borough for a borough meet. Is that something that is like qualifying for state, or anybody can do it without qualifying?
Yes, for JNYO right now, only can you participate without qualifying.
Okay.
In the past, it has been a requirement, but because we're virtual, we're allowing everyone to be able to participate because not everyone is open to the virtual concept.
Okay.
So no need. So if they aren't allowing you to do it within their borough, then you as a parent can go ahead and do it on your own with them.
Okay, because my son's school is not participating in
Okay.
JNYO this year, so like for the district. So I just the PE teacher was like, I don't know what to do or how to do it. So I just wanted to make sure that I would be able to do it correctly or legitimately without, doing it
Yeah,
wrong.
well, you're at the right place. And I'll go ahead and share our 2022 NYO Games website, where you'll have a copy of this games guide. And I'll even put in the registration link on where you can register. And the waiver link as well. And that'll get you started. And then you'll receive all the other information after you've registered.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Or no problem. I'll go ahead and move into the competition, the submission instructions. Let me open this up for you guys. So again, or back to our score sheet and video submission instructions. Our file format and video standards. I cannot stress enough, all videos must show the full frame of the athlete's attempt and measurements. And I request that when you name your files, please put the athlete's first name and last name, and then the event that they are competing in, just for organization needs on our end. Again, we will be sending you Dropbox links that will lead you to something that looks like this. Let me see if I can pull it up. I had it open until I was playing. Here we go, new share. So when you receive the link and you click on it, it's going to come and look like this. And you can either drag and drop a file and it'll kind of highlight and show you what you're doing, or you can click here, add files. You can select from computer, from folders on computer, or if you already have a Dropbox. And then once you drop it in, I'm pretty sure all it asks for is your first name and an email. You don't have to have a Dropbox email. And then it's submitted, and then you should receive some type of confirmation on your end that you received it. But you can always send an email with me asking if I received them, and I can follow back up with you. But this is what your page will look like when you go to upload your information. I'll also, when you're doing the videos, we ask that you have them in horizontal orientation so that we can see the full view of your athlete. Makes it a lot easier. You can see the ball, you can see the floor, you can see their feet and where they're landing. MP4 or similar format, pretty standard on all that when you're recording, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. Again, yeah, iOS, Android, pretty simple. And again, must show full frame. And then we can't accept any edited videos. We just want to be able to have a full video. We know some might be a little bit long, especially as we get to the seal hop. If you have issues with any of your seal hop videos being too large, contact us, and we'll try to work it with you. We might have to have it in 2 videos, or even sometimes Dropbox just takes a little bit to upload them, files that large. But there should be enough space in there. All events only require one video submission. So for scissor, broad jump, and kneel jump, which are distance events, we just need the athlete's best successful attempt. For seal hop and wrist carry, we just need the athlete's single attempt because they're only going to do each of those once. And then our kicking events, we just need the athlete's last successful attempt. And what I mean by last successful attempt is if they hit, I don't know, 56 inches on the third attempt, they missed the first two, but they hit the third one and they went to try 58 and they didn't hit any of those, we want the video where they hit 56. And then again, the submission deadlines are just at the end of each of those 2-week periods. So February 6th is the deadline for Alaskan high kick and kneel jump. And that's at like 11:59 p.m. for all of these dates. So it's like very end of day. 2-foot high kick and seal hop is February 20th. And 1-foot high kick and scissor broad jump. Where'd you go? Scissor broad jump and wrist carry is at March 6th.
So I want to clarify something as far as videos that are not edited. So for example, if you video all 3 of your athletes' attempts for the high kick events, you can edit out that first and second attempt if they don't hit it until their third and final attempt. So we don't need the missed kick first one and the second one. You can go ahead and excuse me, edit out from the start to their kick and their landing.
Does anyone have any questions about video submissions? I will show examples. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to those examples. And these are also available. Well, one right now is available on our YouTube channel, which I'll also share with you guys in the chat. But we will have these available to you guys. This is Kyle Whirl and Ezra. And you can see where they're coming up to measure following the kick. And they're going to zoom in on the height.
And then you want to zoom out again after.
And then they're going to zoom, step back and show us the full view of the measurement. Any question about that full frame view measurement for Alaskan high kick? I think Kyle did a pretty good job displaying how to do it. Measurements can either be before or after. And yes, Sandy went ahead and asked in the chat, just one submit for the final kick, no need for all successful kicks. Yes, we just need the final kicks video submitted. Yes, Bill.
Yeah, it was stated that you want all videos in horizontal orientation. That one was in vertical orientation. Does it?
Right.
And that seems like that would be better for a 1-foot high kick. Does it matter, Nicole?
It does, because we're looking at them on computer screens and on our phones sometimes. So because we get so many video submissions, I try to view as many videos throughout the day, like when I'm waiting in line in places to review videos. So if it's in a horizontal position this way, then I'm only seeing the video this way on my phone. So it's super tiny. So we want them, or if it's vertical, it just doesn't show up right. So preferably all horizontal this way.
Okay.
I do understand how you caught that though.
Well, yeah, but it's a vertical event. I mean, that's why I always film them vertically. But if it helps the judges to film horizontally, I'll instruct all my parents. Let's just film everything horizontally to make it easier on you guys. That'll be fine.
It does. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, and I'll go ahead and show our second, and this will be kneel jumps. And do feel free to sign up for our trainings that we'll have for each event at the beginning of each week's. Alaskan high kick and kneel jumps will be tomorrow. And we'll go a little bit more in depth as to instruction for the games and how to play them and how to condition your athletes. Here is that video for kneel jump. Oh, this is the end.
Have you tried rocking? Or are you not used to rocking? Okay. 21 inches.
You want to make sure that they zoom in on that measurement so we have a clear on both, on any of the measurements, that it's clear and it's not, and stay on it for a few seconds and not just peek at it and then walk away from it.
Yes, it is very helpful, especially as you're zooming up to those ones. Sometimes they'll be a little blurry, so just kind of tap on the screen if you're doing it on your phone, and allows it to focus again. Any questions about measuring?
Yeah, I have a question about how many submissions do you guys want for each division? First and second, do we do the top 3, male and female? I mean, for each division, what do you recommend?
Every single one of your athletes can submit their top video, that one video for each athlete.
For each
It
event?
doesn't matter. Or, I mean, it's up to you, Sean. I mean, if you only want to do your kids' top 3 videos or your top 3 athletes, that's up to you too.
Mm-hmm.
But
we
if you
aren't
submit-
limiting.
If
On
you
our
submit for each of the individual athletes, they'll all get a beanie too.
Yes.
Oh, they will. They'll get
Yes.
a beanie. Oh, okay.
So we're not putting limits on how many events for each, how many athletes can compete in each event. Like we do for an in-person, we're not doing that for virtual. We allow the whole team to be able to participate.
Well, I think we should go for cuteness too.
Oh, and feel free, now that I'm remembering, feel free to send in your bloopers. I'll include a link with, all your bloopers so that we can, share the fun that you guys are having, share, everything, that, maybe happening in there. We miss our JNYOers because they're so cute. They're so tiny and they're all competing, and it's always a lot of fun. We sure miss you guys. So feel free, to submit your funny videos too. I'll make sure that there's a outtake file request within everyone's Dropbox submissions. But so don't forget that. We really, really appreciate it. Well, okay. Now we're just going to go ahead and move into the competition categories and games review. Nicole, or I can review our future meeting dates first.
Up to you.
I'll
That's
let you
fine.
go into your competition categories then.
Okay, so each of the age groups, ages or grades 1 and 2 can compete in all 3 of the events. The starting heights for the Alaskan high kick, 2-foot high kick, and 1-foot high kick have all been adjusted for the age groups. So our first and second graders are going to start
18 inches for Alaskan high kick.
I gotta put my glasses on to see that, even on my computer.
Oh yeah, I did pull it up on the screen for you.
So yeah, for Alaskan high kick and 2-foot high kick, the starting height is 18 inches. And they have to start at that height and hit every height until they go out. So It goes 4 inches at a time up until, for Alaskan high kick, up until, let's see, 34 inches, and then we just go 2 inches at a time. And then for 2-foot high kick, starting height is 18 inches for our 1st and 2nd grade girls. And then 1-foot high kick, 30 inches. So we tried to keep those starting heights close to what a 1st and 2nd grade boys and girls would possibly go at, start at, make it easy for them to at least start at, and then kind of in the middle, start doing it 2 inches at a time. And hopefully they, will go, if they go past the start height or the last height on the end of the row. And we didn't put this in the book, but they can go up. They should be going up 2 inches at a time. So past the 46 inches on both the Alaskan high kick and 2-foot high kick, they should be going up to 46, 48 for the Alaskan, 46 for the 2-foot, and 56 for the 1-foot high kick. Boy, if we get kids in 1st, 2nd grade kicking that high, that'd be great. And then as far as kneel jump goes, scissor broad jump, seal hop, those are all distance events. We just want to make sure that it's clear. They measure to the 1/4 of an inch. And then for the wrist carry, that's timed to the 100th on the seconds. So 15.25 seconds down there below. For our boys, 1st and 2nd grade, they'll be emailed them to you. So for our 3rd and 4th graders, we've also adjusted the starting heights. You'll notice that if it's 2-foot high kick, it's the normal starting heights that they would start at for the actual in-person event. So for our 3rd and 4th grade girls, because they do the 2-foot high kick, they will start at 24 inches, just like they would in any normal competition. Then the Alaskan high kick and 1-foot high kick heights are adjusted appropriately for the age group. And then for the 5th and 6th grade kids, they'll start at their starting heights as if they are in an actual competition event, with the exception of 2-foot high kick. We've changed or made it to a height that they could start at and go up 4 inches at a time until a certain height, looks like 48 inches for 2-foot high kick, and then 2 inches after that. But the athletes get to compete in all events. You want to make sure that the athlete's name, their school, and their coach's name is on there clearly, and not just Billy. So it should be Billy Moses, and whatever school they're at, let's say Chivac, and their coach's name.
Which may also be a parent's name.
Which may also be a parent's name. Yep.
Any question on our score sheets?
Yeah, any questions about the events or the score sheets?
I have a question about the score sheet.
Go ahead.
What do we do with them when we're done?
You submit them to the Dropbox link.
Okay, so they go right into the Dropbox with the video?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And one score sheet for each event. So even though you might have all of the events information for the other events on there, Bill, you've already recorded Alaskan high kick, you've already recorded 2-foot high kick, and they're doing 1-foot high kick. Go ahead and submit that full score sheet, and we just look at the 1-foot high kick height. That way we've got a score sheet for each individual athlete in each individual event, and we're not having to search for score sheets through the other events.
Thank you.
I have a question about, are these heights, these new heights for the different divisions going to be in the handbook? Or...
Not for the virtual event, no.
They're only on the score sheets.
All right.
Yep.
I had a quick question. It's not about the score sheet, but it's about like participating.
Okay.
When doing the Alaskan high kick or the 1 foot or 2 foot, for the ball, does it have to be anything specific, a certain size? I may have missed that. I apologize if I did. But all we have right now is a wiffle ball. And so I didn't know what would be most appropriate in order to be as most accurate as possible.
Any ball, it does not matter. Doesn't matter the size, the shape. It could be a sock that's tied up. I know that Sean and I can both attest that we grew up kicking wiffle balls and stuffed things in our school.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Teddy bears.
That is so funny. And that goes for, what other events, even wrist carry. If you don't have a wrist carry stick, use what you have. I think, Nicole, correct me if I'm wrong, it is a the closet rod that you would normally get at Home Depot, cut, to I think it's like 3 feet, a meter, maybe.
48 inches.
48 inches. It doesn't have to be that same exact size or length, but use what you have. For wrist carry, the biggest difference is you don't have to run. I know last year there were people who wanted to run, but it is a timed event and it is not a distance event.
Correct.
It's only a distance for senior NYO. But it is just a timed event and they can, just hang there. I think last year someone was using gymnastic rings with a stick balanced in them doing a wrist carry. So that's, that you can get that creative. I've seen somebody use the bleacher in the school and be able to have somebody just hold one side while it kind of sticks into the bleacher. Any way that you can get a hang in there for the athlete will work for wrist carry.
And if you do want to get a actual wrist carry stick, you can't get it you have to get it in the closet where the closet rods are and not in the wooden dowel section. So those two aisles are separate from each other if you're going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot, because it's an 1 5/16, I believe, 1 5/16 for the wrist carry stick.
Okay. In case you're wondering.
Yep, in case you're wondering.
Any other questions about the games or equipment or registration, anything?
Ideally, competition should be on the gym floor, but if you do not have that available in your house, your carpet, track and field, indoor track and field, turf, any place that your kids want to do the games, feel free to use whatever space you can. We've had a lot of submissions that were just people at home in their house.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've had ones at home in their house. They were either in the garage, in the dining room. We've had somebody use use a street for seal hop. We've had all different kinds. Again, like Nicole said, use what you can, use what space you have. But a flat, clear floor is preferred. It's interesting. Sandy said that she got her wrist carry stick from Home Depot, but the wood was too soft. I wonder why that is why that had happened. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever run into that.
So the hardwood dowels, closet rod dowels, you have to make sure that you're getting the hardwood closet rod dowels.
Okay, that would make sense. So maybe that's what happened, Sandy. I'm not too sure. I hope it wasn't too much of an issue or a bode, after so many uses. I went ahead and put in tomorrow's Alaskan high kick and kneel jump training, where we'll review those two games in depth. We'll review or show you guys the instructional videos that we have with our seniors as well as for our juniors. It'll give you a little bit more information on how to record, some different angles for you to see. And Kyle Worrell will be in the meeting with us, providing conditioning tips and how to condition, especially or how to train the juniors, as the techniques may be a little bit different than an advanced athlete or a senior athlete. So I went ahead and dropped that link into the chat box. You'll have to register like you did for today's, but please feel free to attend that, and we'll go a little bit more in depth on Alaskan high kick and kneel jump. Does anyone have any questions?
I have another question. Do you have a flyer that I could use to kind of recruit?
I will have a flyer for you tomorrow morning, if that's all right.
That's perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have that flyer, and I'll make sure I'll send it out to my general NYO community list, which all of you are on. I will make sure you're on, because now I have your email as well, Dory and Heather Williams. I think you're two new names for me on my end, and Galen. So I'll make sure you guys have all that information as well. Maria, thank you for popping in. Good to see you. No other questions? If not, I can go ahead and wrap up this meeting and connect with you guys all individually when you need. Oh, and then, again, in case you didn't hear it in the beginning, connect with Nicole on any video edits or questions regarding the athlete's attempts, and reach out to me for all other usual JNYO registration, waiver, submission issues, as I'll be dealing with those ones.
And I put my cell phone number in the chat box. So if you want to, feel free to shoot me a text. If you call, I can't guarantee I can answer, but shoot me a text and I can either get you a call back or get you an answer. Or if you have a question about the video, is this a good video, or is this the correct submission, or is this the correct video that we can submit, and you want me to take a look at it? You can you can text me that video as well, and I can say, well, you really should have this and this in it, or no, that's perfect, and then you can submit it.
Adele, are you there?
I am here.
I had a parent inform me today that they were able to register off the website, but the link to the waiver was not working. I just wanted to let you know that.
I did see where the registration link was not posted on the CITC website, but
The
I
link
will
is
have it
there, but not
updated.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Not the waiver.
No, the waiver, they said they were able to register. The waiver was broke. The link was not working for the waiver. Okay.
You're muted.
Adele, this is Maria. I have some parents that they don't have a computer at home. Actually, they're grandparents of kids. Is there any way, is it okay for me to register them online?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Adele, you're muted.
Yes, my child has learned how to unlock the door from the outside. I apologize. I think Nicole answered your question. I apologize.
Will coaches have access to score sheets and Dropbox, or only the person that registered the athlete?
I will be sending all of the coaches their individual Dropbox links, because if a school is affiliated, if a school is coordinating the registrations, or at least the team, I will be making individual links for you for that school to help us with our organizing and reviewing on our end. But if it's just a parent and not a coach representing them, then the parent will receive it. So both will be receiving them, if I'm aware that there are two.
You can also shoot us a message, text or email, and we can send out a score sheets to you as well.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments, concerns?
I think that's it. Well,
Awesome.
again, if you have any more, reach out to us, cell phone or email, or Facebook. We'll get back to you guys. We'll be here for all your questions.
And just a reminder, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. we're doing the Alaskan high kick and kneel jump training.
Yes.
Good
Great.
night, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ladies.
everyone.